episode number 28, recording late at night, deep in the heart of the Midwest. My name's Dave.
I'm Will.
I'm Eric.
And we've had St. Patrick's Day this week, and I think everybody forgot that I know of. Hit me. So I don't know, something about a weekday. Maybe you guys remembered, but something about a...
Isn't it always on a Tuesday?
No.
No?
No, it's March 17th.
It's always March 17th.
Once every 7 years
Maybe
or so.
I'm thinking of Fat Tuesday.
Yes.
That's always on a Tuesday, correct?
Yeah.
And Thanksgiving's always on a Thursday.
Yeah.
No. This thing just felt...
That's right. It's on a
Everybody I
different day.
talked to, it slipped their mind because we had the snowstorm on Monday, and we felt like we lost a day during the week, and then everybody's catching up on Tuesday, and I don't know.
Yeah, it didn't.
I partied Saturday over the weekend.
It didn't slip my mind. What'd you do on Saturday?
Well, I went to a bar with was it East Troy Brew House? Is that what it is? A lot of Carla's friends went over there, and so I tagged along, and that was a hell of a Sunday recovering from that into Monday.
So that's why when I messaged you, because you said you were going to watch a movie with your daughter, you were actually out at the bar.
When was that?
That was when...
On Friday night I watched...
you watched The Jerk. And you said you had the three...
We ended up watching... It was queued up, but then we didn't end up watching it till Sunday.
Yeah, because you went out to the bar.
Because I went out to the bar.
It's okay.
And
I did my St. Patrick's outing on Friday.
Yeah.
We missed you
nice.
because you had the sniffles.
Yeah. Well,
Unless
I had a sore throat. My kid woke up with a sore throat, and I had it. And
Unless I'm working, I don't go out during the week for St. Patrick's Day. Mm-hmm. This is one of the few that I haven't had to.
I don't go out for New Year's or St. Patrick's Day anymore because it's just not worth it.
No.
Anybody driving at 2 o'clock in the morning on St. Patrick's Day or the day
or
after
10 in the morning,
dodging kamikaze drivers.
Yeah, stay away from the town of Erin around 1 after the parade's out. Everyone's been drinking since 7 a.m. I used to do a festival every year in New London, and they changed the name of the town to New Dublin.
Oh,
and the entire town had every bar had something going on, and they had a big festival in the center of town. So it was just a big shit show for the entire day.
Yeah. Did Knuckleheads do their old dualies or whatever he did?
Probably. I didn't pay attention, but
they used to hang up a sign and stuff, but I don't know if they. I don't live in Eagle anymore, so I don't know.
And I just don't notice when I drive by.
Yeah, because the building's always there.
Correct. It doesn't move.
Bringing up all of the things.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like I'm Irish.
Yeah.
Nor do Irish people celebrate St. Patrick's Day.
No.
Or if they do, it's completely different. Oh, they do. It's different though.
Yes.
Well, I thought it was really just an American thing because of
it is
pretty much.
Yeah.
There was a group of Irish immigrants that just decided that on March 17th they're like, you know what, we're going to celebrate this. And then
Didn't St. Patrick, was he the guy who scared all the rats off the island or something?
Yeah.
Is that how that went?
No, the story is the serpents, but it was
serpents.
it was non-Christian people.
It was the first whacking
That's what
day.
it was.
Oh.
Had nothing to do with
non-Christian people.
Yeah, that's what they meant by serpents.
That's what St. Patrick meant by serpents?
Yes, serpents, snakes.
St.
It
Patrick
was non-Christian people.
So St.
non-Christian.
Patrick, St. Patrick scared all of the non-Christians off the island?
Yes.
With his
I'm sure that it
drinking?
translates a lot friendlier nowadays. Burning them alive or...
Oh, yeah.
Salem.
Who would have that been? The I don't know. I don't know my history in that area.
it's
Celts?
not South America. So.
Druids?
The Druids, yes.
I don't know.
And what, when was the first St. Patrick's Day parade in America? Longest running one, too.
Probably, if I had to
York.
guess,
New York.
1895.
I think it was 1792.
Oh, wow.
Wow. You can fact check me on that.
The man sitting by the computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, fact check me.
Could. I guess I could.
Hang on. No, I'm going to do this. You guys.
We should have read up on St. Patrick's Day. That would have been a good topical thing to discuss. I honestly missed it and didn't really care this year.
We weren't even going to talk about St. Patrick's Day up until 10 minutes ago.
No.
Yeah, I mean, we used to, you go out, you drink your Irish car bombs, you do whatever. Thankfully, Ryan was here 2 weeks ago. We got our Irish drink out of the way, even though that was a little early.
Oh, that was fun. I was able to introduce that Bailey's cognac thing to the ladies at the bar. All of Carla's friends.
1762. I was off by 3 decades.
Well, whatever. They're closer than I was.
Older. It's weird because I do the Instagram stuff for us, Jam Dad Podcast on Instagram, and I think I follow Jason Momoa. He's a big guitar guy. He loves his Gibsons too.
Okay.
Yeah, like he got what's the I'm forgetting it. Kona wood.
Koa.
Yeah. Lima. What is the other name for it? They have another name.
Oh God, I don't know. I'm gonna look that up. I have a Koa guitar. Have I brought
it's
it
not
by?
Koa.
You have
1960.
Okay. Oh, that's right. It didn't work
in the garage.
Yeah, the wiring. Well, I fixed it since then, and I put that Jackson J90C
Explorer Gibson,
and it's pretty cool.
Carina is the wood.
Oh, Carina. Okay.
And it's
that's a mahogany variety.
Yeah, and it is also starts with an L as another
Lima.
name for it.
I think you were right on. Lima. Yeah, you're on the right track with Lima.
Anyways, that doesn't matter. I think he just ended up getting one, which is like 1968, which is one of the more rare ones because it's the first year they made them.
Okay.
I know that.
What model is it?
Explorer.
They were making those in the 50s. That's like I
think the 68 was the one with the Carina wood, maybe.
Those were all the early. What did they call those, Eric? The V, the Modern, the Explorer, and there was another one, I think. That whole line, Designer. It had like a rocket era type name to that series, and they were all introduced in Carina first, I think.
You would know more than I on the wood choice.
I am
because they were that finish. They were that natural finish.
Which they still, and I could be off with what Jason Momoa has because I was just watching Kirk Hammett and James Hetfield both have a 1968 Carina.
Oh, I'm sure.
I think. 58.
I missed my
Maybe
Explorer.
I'm just off a decade.
There you go.
Yeah,
right.
I was just off a decade.
That's a guitar I shouldn't have gotten rid of.
The Explorer?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to buy a template kit for him. We can make some.
Yeah. That's way easier than a Les Paul.
You're going to neck through them?
Yeah.
We could.
Yeah. I'd be fine with that.
That's a way to do it.
Yeah. I thought about making a V that way because I'll use that as a template, but we'll do a neck through on it. And I'll just steal all the parts off of that one.
Oh, you know what you want to do? Okay. Was it this week that Phil Campbell died?
Yes.
Not to jump the gun on the
no, it's all
section,
good. Yeah, Phil Campbell.
But I was admiring his Explorers.
Yeah.
That like cherry flame type of neck through. It was a Lag, I think. It was a French company.
Okay.
Yeah, those are cool.
Sounds correct. Yeah. He was one of my favorite kind of underrated guys. He just kind of did his thing, and he wasn't a big talked about name, but he at least that I've known. Not really big shredders and that, but
no. Well, he wasn't really a shredder. He was like he even described himself as like basically a blues guitar player that played louder or something like that. That's
yes. He's like a louder Brian May.
Yeah, not quite to like a Gary Moore type level, like where he was actually like a shredder blues guy, but he's somewhere on that spectrum. He was good. Yeah. And relatively young, I think, too. Was he in his 60s?
64, I believe.
Yeah.
Don't fact check me on that. I've been wrong so far this podcast.
Just think about that. He was our age when we saw him.
Holy shit.
How do you like that?
To get back...
Holy crap.
Get back to Jason Momoa. He's been like pounding... His favorite beer, I think, is Guinness. Mm-hmm. He's been pounding Guinness and Bailey's like all week. Just all of his Instagram videos are him like pouring. But he's sipping on it like what Ryan said he did. He's not combining them to the... What was that, the Irish Alexander? or Irish.
Oh, it was Irish. Carla just looked it up today. Everybody watched.
I brought
the
it up
guys on
that
their
night.
phones.
Yeah, 'cause
Belfast Beauty is what she called it.
No, yeah, it was Irish Alexander, because when I looked it up, it was the Brandy Alexander, but with,
Yeah.
yeah. Speaking of guitars, people can see on the camera if I post this video. I have not done last week's video. I've been really busy at work
Yeah.
and in life, so I just haven't had time to edit it. But I'm working on doing this Les Paul back here. It's all sanded down, ready to go. Should be a good time.
This is going to be a hell of a little display room if we get the
Yeah, the Telecaster.
get the templates up and.
I'm excited. I'm excited to do a Telecaster. I'm looking up like the bridge parts and stuff. I'll probably use.
I've acquired a bunch of hardware, so I'll bring a box by because I haven't touched a guitar to work on it in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know you had the pick guards with the pickups in them, and I was gonna not do anything with that.
Okay.
And take what if you're.
I've got some of the control plates and stuff.
Yeah,
I've got that are loaded. Some of them.
Obviously, you're sharing or whatever, but.
Yeah. Well, so far I only have one telly. And
you took the neck
broke the
off
nut.
of it.
Yeah, I broke the nut out of it because the guy had glued it in, and really overdone it. And if you're gonna glue in your nut, like make it a breakable kind of adhesive,
As I said, bring that by. I'll.
Because I had to chip the whole thing out of there with a chisel, and now it's just.
Bring it to me.
Of course, I had to do that after I did the fret ends and made it all pretty. And I thought I'm gonna take care of this nut. Just.
I think I'm gonna do. That's nice. I think I'm gonna do the telly and I'm gonna try figuring out how to do a burnt orange color.
Like your chair here?
Yeah, like my chair, exactly.
Okay.
I can find a little bit lighter orange color through StuMac or whatever with a nitro finish.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I can. I have spray guns and stuff for doing professional painting. I could probably make up a makeshift booth for us and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I think if I get actual pints of paint, we can put a drop of black in it or something, just to
darken it up a bit. Yeah. And if it's nitro, that's going to yellow too. It'll take a decade, but that'll alter the color.
Yeah, I think that telly I'm just gonna make super modern orange color.
Yeah.
I might do a lot of them have that mint green pick guard on them.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do that with that. If you go on their custom shop, you can kind of build them.
Mm-hmm.
And then
there was a great Japanese website.
All Parts?
No, it was, you could build virtual guitars.
Oh, cool.
And they'd had all these different designs, Strats, Tellys, Explorers, or whatever, and you could just drag and drop different parts into it.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but we'll put it in the show notes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
show notes. Catch it in post.
Yeah, I think I might do a maple, full maple neck, maple fretboard, or
Yeah. If you only have one Telly, in my mind, it kind of has to have a maple neck.
Yeah.
I love the look of a rosewood neck on it, but a telly to me is like that. It's maple neck, maple fretboard, frankly a black pick guard on a lighter body.
Yeah,
mine's
a 50s
completely bastardized.
Well, yeah. Well, you started out black.
Yes.
Right. It still is, right?
Well,
or
it's been redone black because I routed it to be a rear route guitar.
Oh, that's right.
And
yeah.
Direct mount humbucker one.
Yeah.
Got rid of the pick guard.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you?
It plays awesome. I absolutely love the guitar.
Is it just a single pickup guitar now, or do you still have the neck?
No. So it's not even a Telecaster. It's just the shape now.
Yeah.
Put a hardtail on it. Got rid of the original, whatever that tail piece is that holds the pickup.
Yeah. The bridge.
The bridge.
Cool. You have to send me a picture of that because I haven't seen that forever. I knew you had one, but
yeah, I will. I probably got one somewhere.
Well,
it's ridiculous. I did Ty and Trista both did the collaging on it, They did like magazine cutouts and shit. And they did all cat pictures on the back. And then I like clear coated the whole thing. So it's absolutely stupid, but I love it. There's none other like it.
Well, I have that template kit, and so we can rowdy your new body if you want. At some point, say I think Dave's gonna do pine. You're gonna do a pine.
Yeah, I'll
one?
do pine.
I don't want to even get those maple chunks I have down there. Actually, would be really good neck blanks. I think if they're
Okay.
long enough. They're not long enough for through body, but I think for like regular necks, and that's like the bodies are pretty simple on most guitars. It's the necks where the artistic, craftsmanship comes from.
Yeah, and that's the part where you notice it the most because you're in contact the most with it.
Yeah.
Like your hand is
Well,
constantly.
if it's not perfect, the guitar won't play.
Yeah.
The body can kind of be like, as long as you set the bridge in the right spot, it's going to be
Yeah.
intonated properly. But
Yeah.
or you can shim the neck if it's off a little bit, but if the neck's wrong, then it's all messed up. And that's like always what scared me, which is nice. Like Warmoth, you can buy necks, and
Yeah.
I know a lot of places you can buy
Yeah.
necks.
We mentioned All Parts too. They have great
all
stuff
parts.
too.
I was looking at them because, they have for like, I'd like to get another Strat style or Stratocaster guitar too, and I was kind of looking for like a Fender neck, just because it says Fender on the headstock, but
Yeah.
you can get the slide decals and all that kind of water decals for them.
I wouldn't even bother with that.
Yeah.
But Warmoth sells Fender necks, like licensed by
Fender licensed, yeah.
Yeah, and so does All Parts. And
Yeah. Yeah, and really from what I can tell, the quality between, now I have older Warmoth necks, all of mine are at least 15 years old, but the quality of the Warmoth versus the All Parts thing, it's kind of on par, but you get more flexibility with Warmoth.
because you can customize the
Yeah.
whole thing for. I think a neck.
So if you just want a basic kind of Fender style neck from the 60s or the 50s or whatever, and they have more modern styles, just, if you find a deal on an All Parts, go for it.
Yeah. Warmoth, I think, you can build a real basic neck for around $200, which is about what
Yeah.
All Parts is for a neck.
Yeah.
Well, they sell Warmoth sells the same necks, too. They sell the license by Fender necks.
Yeah.
But to get the customized ones for Warmoth, it gets up to about $300 for, like, your basic customizing.
You could, yeah.
And then, obviously, if you get flame maple, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Smoked flame maple, you're getting
Boy,
up
as soon as you-
$400-$500.
As soon as you put a finish on it, I don't know if you've
Yeah,
looked at that, but
the finish part.
that's going to add a few hundred. Like my
would
my
finish
Black
them.
Strat, I had them finish the neck and the headstock and everything, and that I think ran me $450 in like 2009.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I know that I've been watching this guy. I don't know if you've seen any of his videos. They're pretty entertaining. He's from Plymouth, I think, England. It's Milehouse Studios.
okay,
He kind of reminds me of who's the guy that did the big roast during the Oscars a few years ago? The comedian
Gervais.
Yeah, Ricky Gervais.
Yeah.
He reminds me of Ricky Gervais and how he talks, and how kind of like his comedic ability
Yeah.
is kind of on point with that. And he builds guitars, or he'll take he'll get a Squire, and
Yeah.
then he'll basically make it with a little bit of work, make it as nice as like a custom shop or
Yeah.
whatever.
As long as the wood isn't green, there's nothing wrong with a
No.
Squire. If the neck is stable and nothing wrong with a cheap body.
Yeah, and what
It's
did he say? I was watching something today. He's like, well, you have your safety setup, is what he calls it. So,
Okay.
like, even Gibson, maybe if you get into their higher-end custom shop guitars, or, but like Fender, Gibson, when you're paying, like, sub $4,000 for a guitar, they have their safety setup, which means their bridge or their neck nut is set up a little bit higher so you don't get any fret buzzing.
Okay.
It's kind of like
so
the
as they
action's a
ship
little
them
higher.
and it's sitting on the wall for a couple months and it's it
Yeah,
doesn't get too wonky.
People pick it up off the wall to play it, and it plays good, or it sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah, and you
The
take it the rest
G-strings
of the
in
way.
tune.
Probably not.
Never.
Never.
But yeah, like your tech can take it the rest of the way, but at least you took a 2000 guitar off the wall that wasn't garbage.
Yeah, and he says like Fender, like their fret leveling and polishing is just they don't do it. Like they don't like take it that far. Gibson has their plecking.
Yeah,
Plecking,
right.
And that gets it's kind of close, but he's like they're not perfect still.
Yeah.
You have to like.
I've had some bad experience. Well, and it's been years, but I've had bad experiences with the fret ends on Gibsons and the
their quality
fit and finish
in the mid 2000, like 2010 to 2020. I guess their quality was kind of down, and they have like a new person running it now, and since like 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought you were done.
I am done.
Oh.
We've been going on about guitars.
No, it's all good.
Like we are the jam dads after all.
Like my
I think
bass.
that might have been the longest we've talked about guitars.
like my bass, I've got the sub-series Sterling Music Man thing, and it's only like a $300 bass. But right when I got it, the first thing I did is like do a complete fret dress.
Yeah.
And I bought a really nice set of files and took all the edges down, and now it plays like 1,000% better.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's all it took was a setup and a fret dress.
Yeah. It really doesn't take much.
Especially when you get into active pickups on bass. Like
why is that?
Just so much variation that you can do, and you can make like, as long as they're quiet and you've got that extra EQ control on the instrument itself, like that. Well, then, plus I put it through my Sans Amp bass driver.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, just the sound quality.
Yeah, sound quality. Yeah.
I back when
because cheap bass pickups sound like ass when you get like those cheap P bass knockoffs from like can't even think
go
of
to
any
Amazon and
brands
pick one
anymore.
up for $10 probably. Yeah.
Back when I was playing my Ibanez's, I can't remember because those are all active pickups. I can't remember if the height of the pickups mattered all that much with active pickups.
It's still
kind of
affects it.
similar.
Yeah, it's not like it's synthing it or anything. It's still measuring the actual vibration.
Yeah.
I keep mine.
Does it matter that they're low impedance? Isn't that their thing? Like they're low impedance and then boosted by a preamp, and then
It sounds about right.
something like that. So I don't know, because I think that affects the the magnetic field. Like they have a lower pull on the string.
That makes
and
sense.
can thusly be raised higher or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm half remembering this, and I'm not going to fact
It's
check.
all over my head. It's been even when I had active pickups, I didn't know much about them back then. I mean, that was
You'd know you left it plugged in overnight, and now the battery's dead.
35 years ago.
Yeah.
I added a preamp on one of my other basses, so I turned it active.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was a lot harder than it sounds.
Yeah. So you kept the passive pickups and then just added the preamp.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then I added a preamp.
How did they take to that? Like, how did the passive pickups?
I still haven't completely figured it out because I still haven't figured it out because I have two pickups, and they're both supposed to be volumes for each one, and you're supposed to be able to blend them.
Yeah.
But one's a volume for the front pickup, and then the other volume is the volume for both pickups.
I see.
I haven't quite figured that out.
Well, then that volume for the single pickup would be your blend, right?
I guess, but I wanted it to be able
way.
to use the front or the back, and not.
Oh, so that's like always on in the back. Then.
So the back is always on, and I can only turn on and off the front pickup.
Okay, that's kind of a pain.
So it's like a fattener, but not in a good way.
Yeah. Oh, that's weird.
I like the Music Man basses. Thought about
They're fantastic. The guitars are fantastic too.
Yeah.
I would get a Silhouette or something, or a Stingray. What are the Van Halen ones? You had one.
Wolfgang. Yeah.
Wolfgang, yeah.
Yeah, I still have it.
Yeah.
I think
I
that's
bastardized the hell out of that thing too, and then I stripped it down, and now it looks like a bowling alley.
What does Paul Gilbert play?
Ibanez.
Yeah.
He plays Ibanez. He
No,
has this, like,
Laney. He's a very big Laney guy.
He was. Yeah, I don't know what he plays anymore.
He probably plays some
All these guys.
Fractal or something now. or-
Yeah.
he plays like the same. He has got like 10 of the same guitar. They all have the same shape.
Yeah.
I think they are the
Yeah, well, he's got his model. Lately,
his model.
he's been playing like some kind of reverse Ibanez Iceman type shape that's real weird.
I always wanted an Iceman. It's such a funky looking guitar.
Yeah.
I just like that one that what's his name? Mustaine had on I think P Cells on the inside notes. There's a picture of him sitting up against a wall and he's just holding it forward. I'm pretty sure that was an Iceman.
Oh, I can't even picture it.
Or was a Destroyer another thing?
Destroyer was something. Yeah, that was the Explorer type shape that Phil
maybe
Collin played from Def Leppard.
No, but the Iceman was kind of like the sharper looking Les Paul shape, right?
It had like a horn that kind of came like to a hook.
Yes.
And then like Paul Stanley played those.
Oh, okay.
Like the cracked mirror type thing. You know what I mean?
I'm just gonna nod.
Yeah. Makes for great audio.
Yeah.
I'll flash you. I'll flash you a quick picture.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking about. It looks like a sharper Les Paul kind of.
And Paul Gilbert's is like the horns on top, but like similar to that.
Yeah. Just to be weird. Is that Hot Rod Lincoln? What is that?
Yeah, it's his signature. Mr. Big had like what was it, like a 30th anniversary release that I think is today for one of their albums. Yeah, I follow him on Instagram too, and they were like they had like a video of the record pressing, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's that blue, like a light blue color.
Oh,
no, the record was that color.
Okay.
I don't know if that matters what the album was. I don't remember what it was, but
they were a great band.
Yeah.
Who's that? I'm sorry. I'm still trying to figure out Hot Rod Lincoln.
Mr. Big.
Oh, Mr. Big, yes.
Yeah. So anyways, Dave, what are we drinking tonight?
The Bufala Negra. Bufala Negra it's kind of an interesting drink, and it's not for every palate, but I enjoy it.
I'm liking it a lot. I don't know if I could drink them all night long, but
this one is good.
Yeah.
That was 25 minutes on Guitar Talk. That was nice.
Good for us. Yeah. Good for us.
It's about time we talk about music.
Well, I know I wanted to kind of talk about this, which kind of brought up things, and actually,
for those who don't
Guinness,
know,
Irish,
we happen to know a lot about guitars.
Yeah, you guys do. I've been doing my research lately, but I go in and out of my phases.
Yeah.
I'm big fan of Gibson and Fender for the most part. The Ibanez's I had were kind of like, they're all right, but that was back at bases, but
right.
I don't know if I'll ever own a Fender. I'd own a GNL. If I bought another guitar outright, it would be a GNL.
You have to find it used. They're out of business.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's all right, yeah. There's probably a Fender out there that I would get for the right price. I don't know. I'm still a sucker for like a 62 Strat that's all beaten up or whatever with the rosewood board and the,
As I said, if we do a Strat, that's kind of what I want to make mine look like.
I still want a Fernandez Strat from the 80s. That's what I've been saying for a while.
Yeah. Well, like I said, for the price, like, I don't know, depending on what I'm getting. Like, I wouldn't buy one counting on it appreciating in value like a dentist or something.
Sure. Yeah.
You get these hedge fund managers that, buy real expensive guitars and, spend $25,000 on your vintage Strat. It's like there's not going to be a market for that in 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody who cares about that is pretty much dying off, just like your Harley buyers and stuff. So...
Yeah, nowadays, none of the stuff they're making now. Well, I've said that before and stated, like toys.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, there are toys that are hot now because everybody has, everybody who played with them as kids and their mom gave them away in a box. They've not got expendable income and they can buy them all back.
But and it's like back then they probably felt the same way about toys 25 years ago. Whatever. It's kind of. It's weird now on what comes out. Like, is anything being made nowadays with kind of the economy and the production that 50 million of them can be made? Is there going to be anything outside of like imperfection type stuff? And that would be still have to be valuable to a point, like whatever it was. like a Star Wars action figure nowadays.
I wonder what. So
There's. Sorry.
I wonder what.
You would know more about this than
what items like our kids would be nostalgic for, and I mean, our kids are weird to some extent, but like a normal kid, are they gonna like want the iPad they had that was like from 2022 or something like that? That they
people
watched.
have been taking like first and second gen iPods and putting.
Oh, they put like a terabyte of.
They'll do a solid state hard drive in them. They'll put haptic touch in it.
Yeah, right.
Bluetooth.
And that was only what, 20 years ago, right?
Yeah.
My daughter wants all of her. She regrets getting rid of her Monster High dolls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because now, and that's not, it's 10 years ago or whatever, but it's like the ones that they have now, they've already changed the look and everything. And she's like, man, that sucks. And now
in 10 years, that's like still 2/3 of her life or something like that, It's a different I don't care about anything from 10 years ago, really.
There's like Will was saying, like the Star Wars stuff. There is stuff that's always, I would imagine to some extent. I mean, I imagine that there's always going to be Star Wars fans. You're always
it's kind of a cult iconic thing or however you want to do it.
There's the stuff that I think appreciates is the and it's not even meant to be like played with, but like the action figures and the figurines, like the special offs of like
the
Ninja
higher end
Turtle
ones,
stuff, the higher end ones, the ones that you see in that little shop in McGuanago that'll be like $500 in a glass case.
Oh yeah,
I'm thinking
Spawn from 1998 or something.
I'm thinking like Lego sets, like original
Lego
in the
sets
box.
are ridiculous for appreciating, especially when they discontinue them, because that's another thing that my daughter is regretting.
Funko Pops are similar too.
I was just going to talk about moving most of my portfolio to Funko
Pops.
Didn't they hit a point where with GameStop having trouble that they were at the point where they couldn't move product because that was their main retail? Like there was a point where they were overproducing, and all of a sudden a bunch of GameStops closed, and now they had like warehouses just sitting full of these things.
Oh God!
I always wanted to.
So that crashed the market, huh?
I always wanted to get Ace, Batman's dog.
Yeah.
There's a Funko Pop that I don't remember the number. But it's like they don't make it anymore because it's an older one, and it's like $300 to buy one on eBay.
Yeah, I waited until they were obsolete to get the Futurama ones, and I think I spent 4 times as much as you would on them new.
Yeah. But I don't like all of a
them.
sudden like the idea pops into my head. I'm like, oh, it'd be cool to get that because I might have a German Shepherd, and he's kind of look. I don't even think it's a German Shepherd. It's kind of looks like a Doberman and a Shepherd mix, and I just wanted to get it because I have a dog.
Yeah,
kind of whatever. And then all of a sudden I looked, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not buying that.
No, I've seen ones here and there that might have been kind of cool on my shelf, but it's like $15.
I just have the ones that I'm completely into. Like I've got all the Motorhead ones released.
Okay.
And like the Lemmy ones and all that. I've got my all my Futuramas, and then the couple wrestlers that we care about.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I don't follow it at all.
With my wife.
Yes. You mean the one down the hall? Yeah. What's it called? The one thing that I know will always appreciate is new game systems. Like if you just feel like doubling your money within like 4 years, buy a system and don't open it.
Huh. Yeah.
Yeah. Like especially if they release like Nintendo every couple years will do like or even every couple months, like they'll put out like a exclusive Pokemon one or something. Yeah. It's all different colors. It's all whatever. My friend Aaron, he does that. He buys it easily 3 times what he paid for it.
Wow.
Just by waiting a year.
Yeah, I bought the Legend of Zelda one, and I think I bought it like when it came out.
Yeah.
Because it was like they weren't talking about Nintendo 2 yet, or they were, but it was still a few years out. Because it just came out, last year, right?
Switch 2, yeah.
Yeah, Switch 2.
So is that the Tears of the Kingdom edition?
Yeah. Which is cool, but I haven't played it in forever because I have a life. I love Tears of the Kingdom, though. I want to get the thing that sucks about it.
I rage quit Breath of the Wild.
Well, Breath of the Wild, it's still $60. That's how Nintendo Nintendo games are. The game's what 7 years, 8 years old now, and it's still $60.
Like their main title games, like those, your Mario's, they just don't drop for whatever reason. They just do not drop in price anymore.
And I think because I wanted the game and I wanted to get the OLED at the time because it was just that was the new thing. It was cheaper to buy that package than it was to buy them separately.
Yep.
Whatever, by $10-$20.
I want a Switch too, but I can't spend $400 to $500 on a Switch. I spent maybe $450 on my PS5.
Okay.
Because it was one of those things that I had it was what, right? Was that COVID time or right before that was? And I had like a shitload of money saved up from like my summer work, and I'm like, I want a PS5 because the one game that I bought a PS4 for is expiring out from the time that they took to release it, which was the Final Fantasy VII Remake series, and I knew that I was going to need a PS5 eventually for it.
This is kind of funny we're on this topic now because Halo 3 I think came out today 10 years ago or something, or 20 years, however long it's been since Halo 3. Well, it would have been 2000, maybe 10 years ago or 15-year anniversary. It was an anniversary today, I thought.
Did that come out in 16? I know I read about a GameStop in like Kansas that still has the original Halo mural painted on the wall from like 2006.
I don't know. I saw something today that was like I thought it was Halo 3. Anyways,
what was
I'm
the first
way off
one?
on
2001?
Yeah, because I was in
That
college
would be Xbox.
because I was in college when Halo 2 came out. Because I did the midnight thing for that. That was fun. I went to because I pre-ordered it at the GameStop in Delafield, and it came out on like a Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I was in college in Milwaukee at the time, so I whatever at midnight or whatever it was the release day, I drove out to.
Dave, it was exciting. Don't look at us like
no,
that.
I'm just I'm listening. I have nothing to
add to it.
Nothing to add. But
I was gonna make a joke really because I thought about it earlier because I saw the Halo thing and I was gonna bring this up. I'm like, Dave's gonna say like games peaked with GoldenEye. Something was gonna be your comment.
I mean, well, I guess if we're being fair about it, there was a pretty good development in Perfect Dark over GoldenEye, and so maybe that's the peak.
I had Perfect Dark for 360 when it came out. That was the game that it came with, I think. But I didn't
get
a
360. I did not know that.
2 of them.
Oh,
sort of. One broke. One, I think I got the Red Ring of Death on it, but I was changing the LEDs on it, and I never finished because I lost one of the LEDs. So I think I have the Red Ring of Death on it, but I can't see it anymore.
You know how many people I know bricked their system trying to upgrade it with stuff like that?
Yeah. And then I bought another one like a few years ago for whatever, just to have it.
Years ago, not even that long ago, it was like probably 6 years ago, right before COVID, when they were, GameStop was running for Black Friday. You could buy a Xbox 360 for $60, and they gave you a $60 mail-in rebate.
Oh.
They were just trying to get rid of them.
Yeah. I think I paid $60 for mine.
Yeah.
Used. I think. I got my original Xbox I got from a rummage sale from Sarah Cartwright, I think. That was like $25. That was a pretty good deal for that.
I found mine in a dumpster behind my mother-in-law's apartment.
Yeah, I wish I wouldn't have sold mine. Again, it was a limited edition one, and that sells for $300-$400 now. I had the Halo.
I'm not that crazy for never getting rid of it.
Yeah, I know. I
have like
it's all going to be worth something someday.
The only thing that I've done is sold off some games that I knew I was never going to play, like Wayne's World for NES. Horrible game, but I owned it. I got it for like $3 a game at Funkoland back in the day. I sold it. I think it was a shade under $300.
Wow,
cool.
And it's an awful game. The guy even asked how it was, and I'm like, oh, it's really bad. And he still wanted it just because it's rare.
I think we got off topic where you were. I don't.
Oh,
think
the drink. We're talking about
I
the
don't
drink.
think we finished about the drink. So
and then we went to guitars, and then we went to video games, and Dave's sitting there silent.
Well, You guys are on a tear. That's all right.
I got something to talk about this drink because I was talking about Googling it earlier. And
Okay.
yeah,
All right. Well, it's a Buffalo Negre. It consists of, it's a bourbon drink. So it's bourbon, ginger beer, balsamic vinegar. Use a good one. We used a good one. Whose name I can't remember. What's the name of that balsamic vinegar?
This
Or does it have a
This
name?
was like a custom, like
there
I
you
bought
go.
from some specialty store.
Unobtainable.
And I threw away the
Yeah.
cork.
And you,
Yeah.
so, all right, you muddle some basil leaves into your glass with some simple syrup and some balsamic vinegar. Then it's the bourbon, the ice, and top it off with the ginger beer. It's a good drink.
Yeah, I like it. It's the balsamic in it gives it a nice
Yeah,
flavor.
did you
and
wanna
it's not
try it,
sweet.
Eric, did you want to try it?
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you, though.
All right.
So when I Googled it to see
I've
what-
had some indigestion issues.
Ah,
I've
okay.
eaten nothing but saltines and water for
No, what
the
you
past
need
2
is some
days.
vinegar and ginger.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say
right, that's-
drinking
That's
pure thick vinegar down your throat, get a nice coat. So when I Googled this earlier, I just wanted to see what kind of glass it went in.
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
know if it went in anything special, and this popped up for. Well, here I can't. This top line popped up, and I was like, "What the heck is that?" Because it sounded very racist.
yeah, sure.
So when I searched for it earlier, Bugaboo, a Buffalo Negro, popped up.
Bugaboo.
Bugaboo, and I was just like, "This sounds really awful." Turns
Just
out,
like an old minstrel show or something.
yeah. Turns out it's, and we should all know this, or at least I should know this.
I done seen about everything.
Yeah.
If I see an elephant fly,
It's a brand for strollers.
it's yeah. It's
Dave, that was horrible, by the way.
Because they have a stroller called Buffalo in a black color, and the brand is Bugaboo. So that just sounded really awful to me when I was
Yeah.
Googling it and it popped up.
Yeah.
But, would you like me to make me another one? Because you can guess on the next one.
Yeah, sure. All right.
Dave is my
I'm the bartender.
bartender while he's here. And I appreciate it.
So what
Till we get to the end of the night and we're just drinking gin and tonics.
So when you have a drink that's muddled, we're just gonna leave it like that. And just add
Yeah, you don't need
ingredients?
to add. You don't need to muddle it, other than maybe crush the sugar cube or something. But yeah. I feel like I need to talk. I'm gonna throw out. What else was I? I was gonna bring up something else. Oh, my radio. I can talk about my stereo. I went to go buy back in December a vintage Marantz receiver to have with like a record player and some nice vintage speakers, and found this guy on Marketplace. He, kind of has a store that he does this out of Milwaukee, but he sells some things in and out of his house. And so on my way out there, I'm driving, and he calls me up and he's like, "Hey, I don't know what's going on. One of the channels is out on this. If you want to turn around, you can." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm 10 minutes away. I'll just come out and look at it." Well, he ends up showing to me it, and I kind of Googled it on my way there, like what would make a channel go out on this. Well, he removed the wooden closure for it, and the screw on the screw that you put back in there is longer because of the wooden enclosure, and it ground something out. He ended up pulling it out there, and it worked perfectly fine after he did it. But he's like, I want my tech to look at it just in case, because he, as I said, he buys and sells these things a lot. So I'm like, all right, I'll come back. Like, not a big deal. He's like, well, why don't you take this like 2220 with you home, and we'll trade money for it, and you can play around with this, kind of get your stuff set up if you want. I was like, oh, that's really nice of him. So I gave him, the money for the cheaper one. I didn't overpay him for the other one.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I also have this one here. And it was the original one, I don't know if I said it, was a 2230 Marantz. He had a 2252B there, which is like the next generation, but it's got 20 watts more, blah, blah, blah.
How much younger is that?
So I don't remember the exact numbers, but the 2230 or that first series without the B is like 73 to like 76 or 77.
Okay.
And then the next one is like literally 78 to 80 or 81.
Right.
So it's really not that far off.
Yeah.
The design on the inside is kind of, it's laid out a little bit different. As I said to you
Probably
earlier,
optimized for different components
Yeah.
or something. And
the reliability of the newer one was better, or the newer one had more reliability, but wasn't as good of quality as the older one, which is kind of weird. I mean, it's like the parts
Yeah.
were better in the original one, but they had a little bit more issues or whatever here and there, you know.
yeah.
But the newer ones, whatever. I don't need to go in too much detail on that. So I'm like, all right, well, what do you want for that? And he's like, it was like $100 more than the other one we kind of agreed on. I'm like, okay, I'll do that. He said his tech wouldn't be able to look at it because this was right around the holidays till mid-January plus. Get a hold of him then, and he was like, yeah, I'm going to need some more money for that one. And I'm like, no, I'm like, I don't think I can afford this. It wasn't like, this is my first radio, or vintage receiver. Like, I'll take that other one, the one that you first showed me. He's like, well, I sold it. So he probably never had his tech look at that other one, and he sold it because I fixed the problem for him when he was there, which, whatever.
Yeah.
So I was just kind of in a pissy mood, and, he kind of agreed on a price that was a lot higher than I kind of wanted to pay, but was within somewhat of reason for me to not lose out on this deal overall. It was worth what I was buying it for.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't want to spend the money. Well, then he messaged me like a week later. He said he got another 2230 in. And I'm like, all right, well, I'll take that one. Still had a couple issues, so he had his tech look at that one. Finally, this morning I went and got it. And he wanted like $100 and some dollars, or $200 more for it than I was originally going to pay for that other one.
Yeah.
And I was just like, dude, like, let's meet in the middle. I want $100. He had to get it looked at by a tech. I understand that costs money. It was in really great shape, and I didn't want to. And
better shape than the other one. I mean,
that other one was in pretty good shape too. I think actually this one, the enclosure on it, that other one had a couple little scratches on the backside.
Okay.
The faceplate is really nice. It might even be a repop, but it looks brand new.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
Even what I paid for it, if you go on eBay, they're $300 more for the same thing.
Okay. If it came to it, you could turn it around.
Yeah, if it came to it, I'm fine. It was still a good deal, whatever, in the long run. I ended up having to pay $100 more and go there twice, dick around for 3 months. You think the guy would have just been... I don't think he even remembered what he was selling the other one for, because, as I said, he changed the price on that other one 3 times on me.
Yeah, right.
So I just freaking walked out of there. I haven't even set it up yet because I was so busy today with work. Yeah. So hopefully it works. I listened to it when I was there. But whatever. So that was that story. To fill some time in while you made the cocktails. And you can close out of that yet. My camera thing you could have closed out of. Oh. It went away anyways.
That's fine.
Okay, and so Eric's thinking around with a couple of different.
Do we want to hit up
segments? We can do one. Whatever we're gonna do.
You want to do the ooh one?
Yeah, what's coming up?
Yeah, are we ever gonna do a segment without talking about it first?
No. I guess this is it.
Yeah.
You got to tell us, Eric. I don't know what's what. Oh, this is our conspiracy.
We'd like you to
theory
embark
of the
with
week.
us on the conspiracies to stretch your mind. And I tried. I was trying to think of something.
I was a little
Twilight.
Twilight Zone-y.
Yeah.
Okay.
Embark with us, if you will.
What do you got?
This is
for
a
us
fun
this
little
week,
segment.
Dan?
I guess I'm the resident conspiracy theory quack. Or something
We're on
like that,
camera
'cause
now.
it's
We should all bust out foil hats.
Yeah.
I mean,
This should
Googly
be
eyes.
the foil hat segment.
yeah.
Those glasses with the eyes with the springs on them. And,
I was just going to go with the foil hats. And
Yeah. The colander upside down with wires coming out of it. Was that Doc?
yes.
So we're gonna
Doc Holliday. No.
every week that we want to, we're going to have a new conspiracy theory or something. There's tons of them, and they're all fun. And it's a fun little character to play, I guess, where you're just the kook.
I like you being the expert on them, and then we debate you.
Well, okay, I'm not well versed enough in this.
Okay, we probably should have vetted this before walking into this blindly, but I'm trusting Dave.
Okay,
We're not going to cross any lines here.
this week, no,
this isn't going to be anything
pretty,
like the BAFTAs, is it?
This is pretty wholesome.
Sorry,
This is going to be pretty wholesome because, like, I realized that some of my traits are rubbing off on my daughter, and she came to me the other week and said, "Dad, because we intended to do this a couple weeks ago, but got sidetracked. But she comes to me like after school, and she goes, Dad, I was at school today in the library, and I read all about the Titanic." And I go, awesome, because I was on a shipwreck kick last summer when we were like in Michigan and all this stuff. So that's interesting. And so I go, all right, tell me everything you know about the Titanic. And she goes, did you know that was it the White Star company that owned the Titanic also owned another ship called the Olympic, and it was almost identical. And that ship was critically damaged at port by getting hit by another ship, and so they switched the names on the two ships and made that damaged one the Titanic, and then went and sunk it for the insurance money. And I go, wow, you read this in the library at school, huh?
I did know it had a sister ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, two of them.
This isn't the first time. This isn't the first time I've heard the insurance money claim.
Oh yeah,
on the Titanic.
J.P. Morgan's involved in the whole thing, and so we do a little digging into that, and kind of go like, it's these are all fun things to think about, honey, but it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Like, because it turns out they were only together at the port in Belfast, the Olympic and the Titanic, for like really short little stints, and it would have taken. It wasn't a matter of just switching license plates or switching the names of the boats. Like, these all had proprietary parts that went to one another. It would have taken like everybody in the shipping industry in Belfast to be in on this.
Yes.
Go and do it. It's like, and then it's not even really financially feasible because the insurance on the Titanic wouldn't have covered the Olympic or vice versa or whatever.
I think.
Go ahead.
I think James Cameron sunk it so he could make a movie about it.
Yeah. 90 years later.
I mean, didn't the captain change course for some unknown reason?
It was off course, I think, by about 12 miles. Yeah. Yeah.
You can't see my eyes narrowing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, 12 miles in the middle of the ocean in the early 1900s.
And it turns out, there's a great book on it from the 50s, I think, that I started maybe last June or July, where I think it's called A Night to Remember or something like that. Yeah. And it starts with all these kind of witness accounts of the thing, guests that were survivors and stuff like that. And it starts with what everybody's doing, all the staff and everything, what everybody's doing at the moment that the ship hits the iceberg. And so, I don't know. It's a good read if you're in for an account like that. I'm making Eric yawn. But,
no, I'm just tired in general.
But so anyway, I tell my kid, all right, this doesn't really, hold up, I don't think. And, rather than I'm expecting her to be like a little disappointed or whatever, but I swear, like a true believer, she's like doesn't blink and she nods and goes, uh-huh. And they were supposed to pick up all the survivors, but they got off course like 12 miles, and there were two boats out there, one called the California and one called the Carpathia, but they shot up the wrong color flare, and
this is your kid. This is so your kid.
And so they missed all the passengers, and
isn't the Carpathia the one that rescued most of them?
I think
yeah. Well,
I think that swung by eventually. Yeah, but not till daylight when every account says, like, as the boat sank for the first hour or so, it was like, a stadium like people screaming in the water.
Sure.
And then it slowly just died down, over like an hour and a half or
People
something.
started
Because
freezing to death.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
North Atlantic and everything.
Well, how many people that because this is the movie that I'm referencing here, but
The James Cameron movie.
the James Cameron movie. Well, there's obviously the people in the lifeboats, but did anybody else survive that was in the water like Rose was, like on a door or whatever?
Not that I know of. I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Unless she got, because
Even a lot of people in lifeboats died, and they were
it was just from hypothermia.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you got onto a lifeboat wet, and you were just in the cold air, I mean that's no good.
You need to huddle together.
Yeah.
Body warmth. Might get awkward in the middle of the ocean, but it'll keep you alive.
Yeah. So they would have been better off had they hit the iceberg head on, probably, because they made a glancing blow, and
Opened
the
up
whole
all the-
starboard side just ripped open and opened up every compartment.
Because they have,
That
like
was pretty convenient now, wasn't it?
It makes you think, doesn't it?
well, they have
Did
contingencies
they find any
for
thermite?
that. Where steel beams melted.
Yeah.
Well, I say the ships are designed to if one part of the hull gets broken, they can block off others. But
Yeah.
it opened up the whole side.
Yeah,
as you
just
said.
But
Rode
also,
along
they
thing.
didn't have the block-offs between the hulls, right? That was the other big thing.
I thought they did, but they couldn't.
Well, they didn't do anything because
They
they were
didn't
just
do
all
anything.
being flooded.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I thought that there was something to do with the tops weren't sealed off like you would do on modern ships.
Could be.
And when one filled up, it just kept
Yeah, that
teetering.
kind of rings a bell.
That's why
actually.
it flipped upright.
Yeah.
most likely.
It helped it sink, which is odd, isn't it?
Sure is. There were people trapped in there too.
Yeah.
So as
that
it
would
sank,
suck.
there was an air bubble in there, and can you imagine it's something like 12,000 feet
Yeah.
below
Like your head
underwater.
exploding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just evaporating basically.
Or your little submarine ship spontaneously combusts.
Yeah, right.
Did you know that the swimming pool in the Titanic is still full of water?
It's amazing how that held up over everything.
Hasn't been cleaned in a long time. Though.
They just sent a diving drone down there not too long ago, I heard.
Yeah,
it
full
took
of millionaires.
No, a drone,
Oh.
not a not
It was
a sub.
a drone, and it took the most HD scans of the whole thing. Yeah, that's been talked about the last few months.
Yeah, right.
I've never seen anything cool on it yet.
No, there's a bunch of shoes,
So I hate about the like
like running for the exits.
like the Oak Island show, or it's like you never hear anything grand come out of that thing or out of that show. Same thing with the sharks. During Shark Week, they always hint at random things,
Oh yeah,
or the biggest shark, blah blah blah, whatever. And it's you think you'd hear about that in the news if something crazy happened. Underwater, probably not as much, but the Oak Island thing, if all of a sudden who is that?
what's Oak Island? What is that?
You haven't heard of Oak Island?
I don't know. What is that? Skinwalkers? Is that? Is that a conspiracy
Oak Island
theory
is kind
thing?
of a I wouldn't say it's conspiracy theory, but it's there's this Oak Island. I think it's in Canada, and they just keep digging deeper and deeper hole, and they keep finding random things.
Wow.
I think they're looking for it. I don't know if it's DB Cooper's treasure or something like that, but they keep digging in this to trying to find pirate treasure. I think it was the original reason,
Okay.
or some kind of ship treasure of some sort.
How
It might
deep
not
have they
been
gone?
They've gone a long ways, and now they're digging in different areas on the island to try finding things.
Huh.
And it's they find interesting things every now and then when they're 100 feet down. They're finding crap,
Okay.
but it's not interesting
It's
enough.
nothing remarkable.
Yeah, it's not interesting enough to make it to the news. Granted, the news doesn't
Interesting
talk
enough.
about.
Is it interesting enough for the resources that are being spent on keeping that going?
I don't think so. Other than the production value of it, because
Yeah,
it's
because they've got to have heavy machinery down there. and-
yeah. Well, it's kind of like the Gold Rush shows. There was back when that show kind of first started, there was this guy on Gold Rush, and he like never made a profit. Like throughout his first like 3 or 5 years there, like every single year he was striking out and not getting enough gold to like pay his workers or something like that.
No.
But yet they were all on a TV show.
I just assume all of that is scripted for TV.
It is.
Yeah.
Although one of the Parker, I think his name is Parker Knable. I think he's been on the show probably one of the longest. I haven't watched the show in probably 15 years, but I see him pop up every now and then.
Oh, boy.
Because I'm assuming he's like a millionaire of some sort.
Okay.
He owns like half of Alaska. Like,
man.
And he owns gold companies up there. So,
Okay.
yeah. I'm not up on any of this stuff to continue talking about it, but
I've never even seen that. I don't know.
Dan Kojak was a huge Oak Island person, and my
Okay.
parents started watching it. Like now, Dan was telling me about it like 5 or 7 years ago or something. He's like, it's interesting. They keep digging for things and finding things, and I was just like, they never get anywhere.
They just dig holes.
That's just it just drives me insane that these shows never get anywhere.
The chase is better than the catch.
Sure.
A friend of mine, Jeff in Detroit, he was part of this. I wish I knew the exact name of the guy, and I'm sure I could find it out just by digging through my phone messages. There was like this eccentric millionaire years ago that like hid a whole bunch of like his personal collection in the Rockies and released clues on landmarks of where he actually hid it. And there were people, my friend Jeff, he used to fly out there a couple times, and he went around, this punk rock dude, this giant beard, went around the Rockies, just climbing around looking for this treasure. And yeah, I guess he was pretty close
Just
to the
aimlessly?
area. Well, there was
what?
clues and stuff that the guy
Okay.
left in poems.
Forrest Fenn.
What?
Forrest Fenn.
Yes.
And I think somebody found like one of the things that he hid. I
thought everything was found, but I could be wrong on
maybe
that.
now.
Like, what would he hide?
A 20-pound Romanesque bronze chest filled with gold nuggets, gold coins, pre-Columbian jewelry, and emeralds.
Wow.
Yeah, the guy was like
That
an
was the
eccentric
treasure.
collector. He had
Jeez.
art.
Okay, so this isn't what I'm thinking of. Some guy I thought like hid things in multiple places and had clues to like the different ones, and then like somebody found one of them but not all of them, so they're still looking for them. That might have even been an Oak Island thing for all I know, but yeah, he hid things in a poem in Fenn's book. The Thrill of the Chase contained 9 clues leading to the location.
Well, no, this is the one I'm thinking about, though.
Yeah, no, it is. I'm thinking of something different.
Oh,
and who
okay.
knows if it was a TV show or what? Who knows? Our
Yeah,
memories
The Thrill
are
of
not
the Chase
good.
was his book, his memoir he wrote.
I think they made a movie about it.
Did they? Yeah, and I found out that my friend Jeff was out there looking. I'm like, you like just went wandering aimlessly in the Rockies?
Well, D.B. Cooper's treasure was a thing too, and actually the Without a Paddle was D.B.
Yep.
Cooper's treasure.
Yeah, they found it, but he burnt it all to stay warm.
Yeah.
Sorry to spoil that, but you guys had a long enough time to see the movie.
I don't know if that's true. Like, well, obviously was that a true story?
No. It
I
was-
wouldn't think so at all because of how the movie was, but
Yeah.
like a stretch true story because D.B. Cooper's treasure is real.
Yeah, no, it was real. He was just never
It
found.
was never found. Yeah.
D.B. Cooper. Was he the guy who robbed the guy and hijacked a plane and
Yep. Yeah.
jumped out? And okay, I know.
He didn't
this
even
is now.
hijack the plane, right? He was just up in the air, and he told them, like, he was going to crash the plane if he didn't get out, and he skydove.
Something
over.
of a hijacking.
Yeah, he
but-
dove into the Pacific Northwest, and he was
Yeah.
never heard from again.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Bigfoot got him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we should go looking for his treasure one of these days.
That'd be
Sure.
something.
Yeah, because no one ever dies hanging out in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah. Well, we are we're about
gotta-
where that is. We can't talk about. I have to talk about it.
No,
We have to cue it up somehow.
there we go.
Oh,
Yeah,
here we
we've
go.
got to get these on. There's got to be a way to just get these on buttons. I don't know.
Friday,
You're-
talk.
You okay?
Because this Friday you have
Friday.
Figure it out.
We'll,
Oh, I have lunch with my kid at
that ain't gonna work.
noon. Okay.
Do you have a topic? If not, I can run through the Oscar watches.
Run through the Oscar watches.
Before we start, Dave, what are you wearing? I can see.
I
it
have
from here,
the turtle, My beloved turtle that, and Will, you and I are almost twinsies. Almost.
I have the SKX on. The 007.
Yeah.
On the
And the NATO
Army
matches
green
your
NATO.
shirt.
Yeah, well, I did that on purpose.
Yeah. That's awful, Metro.
Yeah. I try matching my watch to my whatever clothing
Oh,
I'm wearing.
you know what? Was I with you? No, I wasn't with you. I was maybe no, I wasn't. I was wearing the Invicta, the Pro Driver, on my NATO, and
the one that Ryan shit on the other day.
Did he shit on it?
Remember when in the chat with Ryan, he was like, "Invictas are trash."
Oh well, he wasn't talking about mine. So no, I was running around. I can't remember doing what anymore, but the biggest value proposition outside of just being comfy and generally stylish to a NATO is that it's going to save your watch when a spring bar breaks.
Yeah.
And so I was out in the wild, and spring bar on the thing broke, and it saved. Like, I didn't even notice that the thing was just hanging off on one spring bar.
There?
Yeah. And I looked down and it's like, oh my god. Well, had that been any other watch, it would have dropped to the ground.
It's kind of.
Where were you in the wild?
I can't remember. I just said this. I can't remember if I was with him or with Carla.
It wasn't with me because I don't remember that.
Maybe it was with Carla.
In the wild, or just like out?
Yeah,
Out
in the
and
wild.
about. Yes.
Well, I
out and
imagine
about.
you like in like a big tan hat with like a machete,
No.
cutting down branches.
That's part
man
of
in
the
the- the man
vernacular,
in the
right?
yellow
It's like you
suit.
have this real niche sort of interest, like watches or whatever, and then you never see them out in like the real
yes.
world. And so,
Yes, we do
Yeah.
the same with the pinball community.
I'm sure.
Yeah, so seen in the wild. I get
Yeah.
it now. Okay. I thought you were like, yeah.
Yeah, on safari.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple to think about, but even a single pass NATO, because these have that double pass.
Mm-hmm.
A single pass NATO will also
Yeah.
stay.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know if it makes sense, but some people don't think of it that way. They think of NATO as the reason so you don't lose it, but
Yeah.
single pass will do the same thing. All right, so
I imagine that was part of the design, probably.
Yeah.
It's, for NATO.
NATO, yeah. Michael B. Jordan was wearing a vintage Piaget reference 9297. I also think he won best actor.
Okay.
So I'll throw that out there as well. It is like a soap dish looking type Piaget, kind of like a tank.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I don't mind that.
No, it's not too bad. It's got the little precious stone on the crown. I'll go through these a little bit quicker. Leo is wearing a Rolex 1908, which I think is a throwback to a vintage watch because it looks pretty brand new.
Sure.
Ryan Coogler, which I don't know who that is.
Oh, I heard
But-
something about him just the other day.
He's wearing the
Probably
Cartier
pertaining-
Tank Agouche. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but it's the one with like where it just shows the
Oh, okay.
windows. It
That's
has the windows
awful,
for it. It's
artsy.
ugly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Timothy Chalamet, who was runner-up to Best Actor, I think for Dune, was wearing an Urban Jurgensen UJ2, which is a nice-looking watch. I like that one. I'm not going to show you. Conan was wearing a Rolex Land Dweller. Rolex Land Dweller came out, I think, last year. They have like a hexagonal type background to them.
Okay.
I like them.
Okay.
Or like a snake skin almost.
Oh.
They're basically like a Datejust, but the background on them's got some like hexagonal shape to it.
Interesting. Okay.
Zendaya was wearing a Rolex Lady Datejust, but it was all diamond out. It looks
That's
like it.
tasteful. That's what I like.
I'm
about it.
assuming she was. Well, I think I can't remember. I think Tom Holland is a big watch guy, but he's got like horrible taste from like what I've seen about his watches, and this follows suit with that.
Yeah.
It's a very ugly watch. I hate when watches are blinged out.
Yeah, and I can't imagine they use the best diamonds on those things either. It's
Yeah.
like they're not
They're
saving.
gluing them in too.
Yeah.
It's like they aren't. I don't even think they're pinning them over anywhere.
Yeah. If you get to think about your 4Cs or whatever, I gotta imagine they're lacking in something.
Pedro Pascal was wearing a Chanel boyfriend, which
Of course he was.
yeah, that does not surprise me. I'm surprised he's not holding on to
Chanel.
some lady's shoulder.
Is he wearing boyfriend jeans too?
His outfit, the pants and the shirt are okay, except for like his whatever flowers on his chest there.
This is
First
of all, he needs the beard or the scruff because he looks kind of like a wiener.
He kind of
clean shaven.
He kind of looks like Guillermo. What's his name? I wanted to say Guillermo del Toro a little bit. I suppose.
No, not him.
No, I'm thinking of
Benicio.
somebody else. Yeah, I'll get back to that.
Benicio del Toro was there.
Benicio del Toro, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
And he was there in a big way on Sunday night. I don't know what he did this year, but I love him.
Yeah, I don't know what he did at all either. I don't know if he's wearing a nice watch either. Hudson Williams, who I've never heard of, was wearing a Bulgari Serpenti Tubogas, probably. That thing is ugly as sin.
What's that thing's story? What is that? Oh, it's like an egg shape.
Yeah, it's like
asymmetric.
A snake. Yeah, it wraps around, so it doesn't have whatever. Shabuzi, we talked about him before. I don't remember what watch he was wearing the last time we talked to him. He's wearing a Chopard, 18 karat Lahore du Diamant. He might have worn that the last time.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he wore I don't know if I think it's Chopard or it could be Copard, but
yeah,
I don't.
Go with Chopard.
Yeah.
That's,
Simu Liu's wearing a Zenith GFJ, which Zenith watches are beautiful.
Yeah.
I do like that one. Jeremy Pope is wearing a Blancpain Villeray Quantium Complete, which is their moon phase day date. Basically what I think of as Blancpain, but with a little bit of color to it.
Yeah, sure. Oh, that's a nice looking thing.
And I'm pretty sure when we talked about the Emmys, I think somebody else was wearing one similar to that.
Yeah.
Kieran Culkin is wearing a Hublot Classic Fusion. I made the joke about black people wearing Hublots last time, and now Kieran Culkin, one of the whitest guys in the world, is wearing one here. Louis Pullman, I like things that he's been in. He's
Pullman.
He's the son of the other Pullman. Bill Pullman?
Bill Pullman?
Bill Pullman, yeah. The guy that played the president in Independence Day.
Oh, yeah. Independence Day.
Casper.
Yeah,
yeah, that's right.
He was wearing he's wearing an Omega DeVille, which is their nice dress watch, and gold.
Classic.
While you were sleeping, if you needed a better reference. One of the few Thanksgiving movies.
Domhnall Gleeson was wearing a Jaeger La Couture Reverso tribute mono. Jaeger La Couture, yeah.
Oh,
Jaeger La
Reverso.
Couture. Jaeger La Couture. I always pronounce that wrong, even though I've watched a million videos.
I watched a video specifically on the pronunciation of that.
Yeah.
Is it Jaeger?
It's not what it looks like. Reverso Tribute Monoface Small Seconds, which is basically a tank watch.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's the Reverso, you said?
There is 6. We have 30 more to go through. I'm going to start rambling these
pick out the highlights.
I don't know who this is. He's wearing a Hublot. Sterling K. Brown was wearing a Blancpain Villeray, the same watch as before. Cole Walliser was wearing an AP Royal Oak Perpetual Calendar, which is a beautiful watch.
Yeah.
Basically a Casio. No, I'm just kidding.
It's basically your G-Shock.
Frederick J. Oh, no, that's not. It's not giving me a name for this, but it's just a regular Rolex Datejust. Maybe in white gold. I have no clue. Miles Catan was wearing a Hublot. Robert Downey Jr., who is a bigger watch guy too, he was wearing a Blancpain. Same thing. Ooh.
Is it the same moon phase thing?
Yeah, but it's in green, which I kind of like because I like green.
That's cool.
Yeah. Chris Evans was wearing a Chopard. Nothing special there. Raphael Sadiqs was wearing an AP. Skeletonized AP. That's always hard to look at skeletonized watches.
Yeah.
Usher was wearing a Jaja Lakou. Rendezvous Classic Night and Day.
That's Jaja. Lakou.
Lakou. Camille Nanjiani's was wearing a Vacheron Constantine Overseas Perpetual Calendar Ultra Thin Skeleton, which actually is... It's still hard to look at. That's in gold. Shabuzi's on here again. He must have.
Did he go for a wardrobe change?
I think so because he's playing.
Oh, okay.
But that watch is kind of nice. I like that.
What is that?
That is a
Clean
Moser Streamliner Tourbillon Vanta Black.
Can't say I'm familiar with that.
No, I am not either, but that looks nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm sure it's not cheap. Mason Thames Vintage Tag Heuer Link. Really? A Link? That's like a lady's watch. Paul Anthony Kelly, Vacheron Constantine Historique. It's got like a little racing style and or aviation style where it's
tilted. Where it's tilted. Yeah.
Felix Kamerer's Vacheron Constantine Perpetual Calendar. Blah 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 blah. I keep saying blah 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 blah. I gotta stop doing that. Aaron Piper was wearing an AP Royal Oak. That was gold. Connor Story Vintage Tag. That thing is ugly as sin. I hate the 90s like Tag Heuer watches.
Oh yeah,
They are just godly ugly.
right. Well, they're always like two-tone, and they've got the
This
red
one's
and the green
this
on them.
one's got quartz in it. Well, it's digital.
Oh, so is it anti-digital?
Yeah,
Like-
I would assume so because it's got Mercedes hands on it, which means
Yeah.
it's analog.
So it's like a digital date, or what's
Yeah.
on?
Yeah, I have no clue, and that's it. I got through the
Well, there
second
you
half
go.
of that pretty quick.
All right. Well, nothing. I mean, there were some nice ones in there, but the
The AP
expected
Royal
amount
Oak's
of
always nice,
gaudy
and
trash too.
The
So
Vacherons are always nice, and the Blancpain makes beautiful watches.
yeah.
All things that we will never see in our lives.
Yeah,
personally,
probably Should walk into a jewelry store with a monocle and a top hat and just ask.
I'd like your
Miles
finest.
over an
I'd like your
iPad.
finest water, please.
Yeah. What's the advantage of this watch over, say, a Lamborghini?
Which I could also afford. The monocle over the eye patch.
Yeah.
Oh well, this has been a fun night.
Yeah.
Hasn't it?
Well, that came together. For not having a real idea as to what we were going to do before I walked in, that's
It's getting all quiet now because we ran out of stuff and things.
Did we miss anything? We didn't miss anything. Did the news? I don't know. Anything in the
Metro
news?
Minute, all we talked about was watches.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
but,
burned
but
through
not
those.
a news thing.
Oh, I mean, there's one news article I had, and
Oh yeah, the Florida
up in
thing.
question, but
No, you can say I just giving you crap.
well, I know. Well, I got that strict rule for myself, and
That's I mean,
there shouldn't be a side on this. Hang
Well,
on,
what's
I'm bringing
that
up the
thing?
article so I can be factual here. And Will's internet is hating me right now.
yeah, it went out like right before you guys came for some reason. Well, so we had that big winter storm here on Monday, which is about 6-8 inches of snow, which
That was decent.
was pretty decent for
Yeah.
I
I saw your road was closed out here, huh?
Yeah, my
They're
road
cutting
was
down
closed.
trees and
Well, up on the right up around the bend there, where there's some road cones on the side that you probably
They're
drove
still
by
working
Yeah.
on it when I drove by.
today.
Yeah, like tonight.
Well, that's
There's
probably
all-
why the internet went out, because so a big oak tree snapped off and it hit the power lines, but I don't think it didn't go into them. It landed on the communication lines, which are below the power lines,
sure.
and everything was all working, all good and fine, but the tree was down. I got some pictures of it. Maybe I'll share it in my little Instagram timeline.
Yeah.
But it made them sag so bad that like they have the road closed signs there. I think for like semis or stuff to go through there because it's
Yeah,
pretty
sure.
low.
Okay.
That took them like all day to clean up. It was really weird because in the morning it was closed and they had police on both ends blocking off the road. They had all the the barricades up and stuff, but police were still sitting there. And I went and I took what I had to do. I ran somewhere that morning. I don't know if I took Lily I think I took Lily to drop her off at the daycare. And when I came back, nobody was there at all. There was no lights. There was nobody working on the tree.
Yeah.
Like everybody was just gone. And I was like, that's really weird that there was police here and lights were on and We Energies was down there. I think they were checking out their lines, even though it wasn't into their lines. And I'm like, oh, it figures that they would just abandon everything and make Spectrum deal with it when
Yeah, right.
a week later now, or well, 3 days later. I shouldn't say a week.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's probably why my internet's being all funky is because
It's all
they're
right.
fixing it over
I got
there.
it now. So, Florida Senate failed to pass a bill that would have prohibited residents from marrying their first cousins. Now, it comes to my attention that there are several states, ours being one of them, that doesn't exactly prohibit.
Ours, Wisconsin has it to where either the female has to be over 55 or they have to be infertile.
Oh, okay. All right.
So they can't reproduce if they want to get
yeah.
married here.
Well, then go nuts.
Now, I
What
figure
do
it's one of those things
Yeah.
that, like, I figured it was one of those things that was unspecified, kind of you just knew you didn't do. But the fact that they tried introducing a law and it got shot down
Yeah,
Sure.
what shocks me on it.
Well, there's a few things there. I mean, well,
I think that
isn't
just happened in another state not that long ago, too.
Isn't it the case that just biologically, like evolutionarily, you're kind of repelled by people with the same enough genetic similarities to you?
You'd hope, but then there's Alabama.
Yeah, sure, but that's
Or
the
Florida.
idea evolutionarily, right?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that's the case. And then wasn't it? I think the Catholic Church, way back when they banned cousin marriage up to like your fifth cousin or something like that because people were in like these isolated villages. We're talking about hundreds of years ago. And pretty soon, everybody's kind of gone through everybody, and
Well-
they said, "Okay, well, we have to stop this because there's like nobody's going to have a chin,
Well,
you know,
like
in 2 generations."
royal families
Yeah.
alone, like
Yeah, sure.
you could only marry royalty, and generally, if there's one royal family, you're
Yeah.
eventually,
Yeah, you can only go so far before you're.
first cousins. That's how like the
I've seen
monster in the
Gladiator.
dungeon thing worked out because when they would have like inbred children, they would just if they weren't normal, they would lock them away in the dungeon.
No, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen Gladiator. I know how. Well, Game of Thrones. They had a lot of family incest too. I think
the first episode.
first episode, and they pushed Brom out the window. Or
Yeah.
whatever his name was. I think it was Brom.
That's the only episode I ever watched.
I read the book, but
Oh,
the problem when I was reading the book and I didn't want to watch the series until I read the book was that I was reading the book and all of the names sound so similar that I was getting
You'd lose
confused on
track.
who was who.
yeah.
And you kind of figured it out after a little while, but it was.
Yeah.
I was like, is this who I'm reading about? Because it was like Sinestri and Shania and Sabobi and whatever. No, I'm making up names, but it was just like really hard, like the first couple chapters to like figure out who they were talking about. Because you don't have like a like picture in your head yet of like creating these characters.
Yeah,
like
sure.
you do with books, and it was just really hard when all the names were weird and not normal names that you read off or
So
use daily.
I apologize. There's no more really to the article. It just reiterates the same thing about 4 times.
Yeah.
Sure.
But there's not much else to it. Like I kind of want to know who shot it down and who they're eyeing up at their family reunion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be.
Like, if I pass this, I can't marry my cousin. That's
I mean, not that we had to say it on air, but it would have been interesting to see what the vote was. And as I said, I think it was 18 states have it to where you could marry your first cousin.
Yeah.
There was, I think, 5 where there was weird rules like Wisconsin's where you can't reproduce, basically. But yeah, it'd be quite interesting to see.
Well,
check that dude's browser history.
none of my cousins are attractive, frankly, so I'm in the clear.
Makes it an easy decision for you. It's nice to know that you thought about that for a second.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah, this discussion's gonna get gross really fast.
Well, that's
So
the
if
type
you
of
could
topic
see
you
yourself
save.
with a cousin, which one is it?
Yours, probably.
I was kind of always curious how every close family member to Eric was called cousins, or I shouldn't say family members, but
Well, yeah. Yeah. If I grew up with them, we're cousins. Like,
Sure.
Because it's like family, friends, and all that. And
I got so confused for like the longest time because everybody was your cousins. And then it's like I find out like years later that none of them were your cousins. And now I'm questioning who are actually your cousins.
you've met a few of my cousins.
Yeah, I don't know if they're real or not.
Miranda's a real cousin.
I figured Miranda and her brother. Does she have a brother?
Marty.
Marty. Yeah, Marty. And then the guy that was in the band, he was your
he is actually Marty's brother-in-law.
in-law. Okay. The one that was in the band from
in
Minnesota.
Skywind, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Just making sure we...
Yeah, no,
those bands,
you're there. But like the 2 other main ones I would call my cousins being like Bill and then Jessica. They're
not
just
actual cousins.
my dad's best friends. My kids refer to you guys as uncles.
That's because you call us uncles.
Yeah.
Wasn't anything I did.
That's for damn sure.
But that's fine. Cool. Well, we're right on point here to start wrapping this up.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody for listening. I did not get the video out last week. I've been swamped with life, so we don't really have a whole lot of listeners or watchers via YouTube yet, so it's probably not the hugest deal. But I'd still like to keep on top of it.
It's another thing.
I mentioned earlier Instagram in the beginning of the episode. Maybe we should start with this.
Yeah.
We can get everybody follow us on Instagram.
You don't make it to the end.
Like,
Our
comment,
last topics
subscribe.
are talking about incest. If they made it through that, they might want to like us and
That's going in
and
the
subscribe.
the title. Yeah. We need some people to pay attention.
Yeah.
Which one of your cousins would you date?
Say Jam Dead Podcast at Instagram. I'm on there daily. I will, if you comment, I will comment and I will like, follow us, subscribe to us on YouTube, like our video as much as possible. So just once, because if you do it twice, you unlike it. I have not posted much on X or Twitter. I should probably get back on doing it, but I wasn't getting a whole lot of feedback there.
That's not really... I don't see Twitter as a place people go, really, for this type of thing. Instagram seems like
They go to argue.
Yeah, Instagram, or there's
Yeah,
Threads
that's all I ever
now,
do on
which
Twitter.
I have no clue how Threads is like the same thing as Instagram, but yet not. I don't
Well, who
understand
runs
it.
Threads?
It's through Instagram. Like, they're linked. It's all meta.
Oh, okay.
meta.
Yeah, it's all meta.
Yeah, jamdadpodcast@gmail.com if you want to send us an email. If you mention anything on Spotify, Amazon Music, or Apple Music, most likely we won't see it. But I just noticed that you can post videos on Spotify, which I did not know was a thing.
Oh, yeah.
So we have to figure that out because we can
Okay.
cross share the video there somehow.
Sure, yeah.
I know that our hosting app, you can do video through them, but you have to pay for it. So we'll have to figure that out. It'd be kind of interesting to see the analytics a little bit more deeper too than what we're getting. But
Yeah.
I don't know what it costs. So we'll
Okay.
if it's under $10 a month, then
I'm sure they'll tell us. I'm sure if we dig into it.
Surprised we haven't gotten emails about it. So,
Yeah.
anyways, well, any of you guys got anything else to say?
No, good.
All right. Stay safe. Drive sober.
Don't have unnatural feelings about your cousin.
All right, then.